Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to another week, both on the calendar and another week of the HTFL 2020 season. I'm Big Paulie coming to you, and we kick off a brand new week with a game that will feature two teams from the state of New York: the New York Giants, a combination of the Giants, Jets, Bulldogs, Yankees, and Brooklyn Dodgers. They will travel to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. Of course, these two teams met famously in Super Bowl 25, which I happened to attend to, yours truly. One of the greatest sporting events I have ever been to. Now we're ready to go. It's a 61-degree day at Ralph Wilson Stadium in Buffalo. Strong wind of 15 to 25 mile per hour. No precipitation. Spit it out, Polly. New York's a 12-point favorite, even though Buffalo is the home team. Buffalo won the toss and will receive, and we will be playing as Buffalo. Bill Parcells on the sidelines for the Giants. Marv Levy doing likewise for the Bills. Eli Manning at quarterback for the New York All-Stars, which we will call the Giants just for lack of a better term. And Jim Kelly leading the Buffalo Bills. McGee back deep for Buffalo. And it's brought out to the 25. I'm sorry, it was a return of 25, brought out to the 30. Grantham on the stop for New York. Setting up the lineup for Buffalo. Buffalo is a combination of the Bills from 1960 to the present day, and also the AAFC Buffalo Bills that played in the 40s. O.J. Simpson and Klubitsky will be your running backs. Molds and Reed your wideouts. Baldwin at tight end. Kelly at quarterback. Wolford, Delamalleur, Hull, Shaw, Ballard, your offensive line, and we'll set the New York defense, stout as it is, when we come back. But first, sweep right with the juice. And he gets back to the line, and that's all. Setting up the defense for New York, and they are the only team in the HTFL right now using a 3-4. Strahan and Gastineau are your defensive ends. Arnie Weinmeister, the nose tackle. Taylor, Huff, Carson, Lewis, your linebackers. Revis, Glenn, Patton, and Speck Sanders, your defensive backfield. We'll go to Kaplitsky on a short pass on second down. And that's deflected by Sanders and incomplete. Sanders wears number 81 because back in the 40s and 50s they didn't have the same number rules. They didn't actually have number rules until about the 70s that they do now. A third and 10, so they will go three wide, shotgun. Kelly is the master of the shotgun, and they'll look for Andre Reed on a hitch. They throw it to Simpson underneath, tackled by Sam Huff. But Simpson picks up 12 yards for a first down. Talk about a couple of icons meeting there, O.J. Simpson and Sam Huff. And it's first and 10 for Buffalo at the 42. We'll go back to a base formation, and we will go Simpson trap right. And this time Juice picks up 4 yards. Carson on the tackle at the 46. Second down and 6 now. We'll go Molds on a short cross. Well, I went to throw a slant, but, well, it's a 9-yard gain. Revis on the stop. Revis played for the Jets a few years ago. Seems like a few years ago. Let's take a look. 2011. And he played for the Giants. I played for the Jets, so that qualifies him to be a New York Giant on this New York All-Star squad, basically. And it's now first and 10 at the 46 of New York. Simpson off tackle right. Not much there. Revis comes up to make a stop out of the backfield for no gain. Take a look at Oj. He was held to a paltry 38 yards against Dallas, made one catch for 15 yards. We will go sweep to the right with OJ on second and 10. Loss of 4. Gastineau got into the backfield and made the stop. Okay, so now it sets up third and 14. have been a medium pass to Johnson. I still haven't fixed Johnson. He should be wearing 81 and not 91, and that was incompleted, making it 4th and 14 from the 49. Too early to take chances here. We'll put Mormon into punt, and he will go for the coffin corner. You don't see anymore in football. That rule's dead at the 5-yard line. And we have Odell Beckham Jr. into behind center on this first down play from their own 6. Well, this could not go well. We'll set the offense for you, the regular offense for you for New York. Barber and Matt Snell, your running backs. Beckham, when he's not pretending to be quarterback, he's one of the wideouts, as is Powell. Castor. Manning is your quarterback. Castor is the tight end. Brown, Snee, Manigault, Younts, and Powell round out the offense, your offensive line for New York. 1st and 10 from the 6 with Beckham behind center. Manning was a wideout on that play, and that was a whole bunch of nothing. They swept to the right with Beckham. Washington pushed him out at the 6, no gain. We'll set the defense for Buffalo for you, and then we'll be done with the lineups for this game. Smith and Schobel, your defensive ends. Sestak, Washington, your defensive tackles. Bennett, Metzos, Talley, your linebackers. Bird and Clements, your cornerbacks. Jones and Symes will be your safeties. It's a 2nd and 10 from the 6 now for New York. I'll give to Tiki Barber. Barber has a first down, picking up 13. Symes on the tackle, or Sames. I don't know how you would pronounce that. Tackled at the 19, so it's 1st and 10. Manning back to throw. He's going to run out of the pocket. And he gets a first down all by his lonesome. Jones made the stop at the 30. Pickup of 11. Giants come into this game 2-0. Buffalo 1-1. Buffalo beat Philadelphia to start their season, then lost to Dallas convincingly 27-7 in game number 2. 1st and 10 at the 30. Manning looking for Beckham and cannot find him. Tipped by Clements. Everybody has played 2 games to start these first 2 weeks. The only 2 teams that have had byes in week 2 were Seattle and Denver, who played each other week 1. 2nd and 10 at the 30. Manning. This time he was looking for Powell, not there, incomplete. Looked like Birdman have got a hand on it. George Sauer and Jack Russell are going to come into the game for New York. And they will go 3 wide with 1 tight end. And the tight end will be up here, number 16, Jack Russell. And it's a 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Can New York keep the drive going? They throw underneath the Barber, and it'll be short. It'll be way short of the first down by 6 yards as Talley gets to the tackle. 4th and 6 from the 34. Here comes the punt. Setting up for a return. And that was Bird, returning at 9 yards to the 34. 1st and 10 now for Buffalo with 6:57 left in the first quarter. Nobody has scored yet. Each team with 1 possession, failing to score on each. Got Baldwin at tight end. But he's just going to lead the block here for OJ. Actually, no, they're going to pitch to the other side. They pitch to the weak side, and it's good for 8 yards. But
defense, number 92, 5-yard penalty.
Michael Strahan gets called for offsides, but that will be declined. They'll take the yardage and go 2nd and 2. Surely the Bills could get 2 yards on 2 plays. Dive to OJ up the middle, and they get it right there, 7 yards. And that gives OJ now 6 carries on the game already for 15 yards. We'll go Molds on a slant. And that's there. And that's good for 14. Rivas on the stop for New York. Kablitsky on a dive. Look for number 72. And that's good for 4 yards. Kablitsky with his first carry of the game. How well did he do last week? 5 carries for 12 yards and 1 catch for 1 yard. So he was not a factor. But he's there to block for OJ, so he doesn't have to be a factor. Anyway, we'll go pitch right. OJ. Student body right. And it's a nice gain. Good for 14. Rivas brought him down. They'll go double tight end and bring Bass in. Glenn Bass. And they're going to keep running the ball here. We'll go right back to Kablitsky off tackle left. Pickup of 2, Carson on the stop. And that makes it 2nd and 8 from the 17. We'll go right back to Simpson off tackle left. And that was no gain. Hall injured on the play. One of the linemen, actually the center for Buffalo, and he will be out a few plays. That brings in Eric Wood out of Louisville. And that makes it now 3rd and 8 from the 17. Back to the shotgun formation. Put a man in motion. And we're going to go to Molds on a medium fly. They throw underneath to OJ, and he's got the first. And it was Sanders making the stop, Specs Sanders. And it's now 1st and goal at the 7 with 2:48 to go in the opening quarter. We'll go off tackle right, OJ Simpson. Pay dirt for OJ, that's a touchdown. And it's 6-0 Buffalo. Here's the point after. Good. Buffalo 7, New York nothing. Buffalo and New York, because they are both in the Upper North Division, they'll be playing each other twice during the season. Just the way the divisions worked out. Christie back deep for the Giants. He takes it at the 5. Moves up to the 24 for a return of 19. So New York, who hasn't had too much trouble to start this HTFL season, now in a hole, they trail 7-0. 1st and 10 at the 24. They give to Barber, and Barber with a couple of yards. Of course, Tiki Barber's brother, Rondé, say that fast 10 times, played famously for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and was one of the heroes of their Super Bowl run in 2002-2003 when they won Super Bowl 37. 2nd and 8, ball to 26. Barber straight ahead again. And this time it's a gain of 16. Bird on the stop for Buffalo. Tiki Barber getting going now. 3 carries, 31 yards on the day. We're nearing the end of the first quarter. 1st and 10 at the 42. Manning throws a pass to Snell, and Snell will pick up 15. So New York picking up yardage in pretty good chunks. And that brings the end of the first quarter. Your score, Buffalo 7, New York nothing. Back with you to start the second quarter now. 1st and 10, ball to 43 as New York is moving. Quick pass to Jack Russell, and it's good for 16 yards. I don't believe that is the Jack Russell Stadium in Clearwater, Florida is named after, which used to be the home of the Philadelphia Phillies. I believe that was a baseball player who Jack Russell Stadium is named after. Rolling Stones once played there in 1965, and that's where Mick Jagger wrote the song Satisfaction. 1st and 10, ball at the Buffalo 27. Pass to Beckham. Beckham has running room, and that's 15 more yards. Clements pushed him out at the 12, and it'll be 1st and 10 from there. Giants looking to answer the Buffalo score quickly here. Manning to Beckham. Beckham picks up 9 more. Pushed out of bounds by Clemens, so Odell Beckham Jr. with 2 catches for 24 yards. 2nd and 1 at the 3. They give to Barber, and Barber finds the end zone.
The previous
Touchdown,
play
but
is under review.
It's reviewable. Hang on.
Upon further review, the runner was stopped short of the end zone.
Not a touchdown. Not a touchdown. They look at it on the replay, and they found that he was stopped short of the goal line. In HTFL football, each team gets 1 challenge, but all scores and all turnovers are looked at the replay booth. Ball just inches outside the goal line, though. 1st and goal. They'll just give it to Barber again. He'll score again, I would think. No, he was brought down by Matsos, short of the line. And it's now 2nd and goal. Giants looking to punch it in. They give it to Snell, and Snell scores. Touchdown, Giants. And it's now 7-6 with the extra point to come. And it's good. Nugent puts it through. And we have a brand new ball game at 7-7 with 12 minutes left before the half. McGee back deep for Buffalo. McGee is a short kick, taking it out to 10, and he moves out to the 27. Return of 17 yards. 107 yards of total offense so far for New York, 87 for Buffalo. We will go O.J. Simpson, and we will go trap left. O.J. with a burst of speed, and he gets 22 yards. Lawrence Taylor makes the stop, and that's now 10 carries, 58 yards for the Juice. We'll go to Kablitsky, trap left. 1 yard gain. Carson on the stop. So what do the Bills do here? We go back to O.J. on a sweep right. Crowd likes this one, and it's a pickup of 10. That's a very good defense. The Juice is shredding. And it's another first down, a 1st and 10 at the 40 of the Giants. O.J. now 11 for 68 on the day, 11 carries, 68 yards. Trap left O.J. Just to keep hitting them the ball. No gain. Huff got to him that time, Sam Huff. And it's 2nd and 10 at the 40. We'll go Kablitsky, and we will sweep it to the right and give O.J. a rest. O.J. probably wishes he had the ball there. Kablitsky sweeps it to the right, but he just couldn't turn up the field. Lewis pushed him out at the 40 for no gain. So back to a passing formation. Goes Buffalo, and they will look for Baldwin here on a medium hitch. Look for number 19. Not there, incomplete. And the Bills are a little too far out to kick a field goal. They will go sideline with a punt. Here is Brian Mormon. And that is down at the 2. Illman Tunnel. They kick away from him, and they went to the sideline, and it got a nice bounce for Buffalo, rolling dead at the 2-yard line. So New York will start in a hole from there. 8:05 left till the half. 7-7 tie. Manning. Schobel was injured on the play for Buffalo, an incomplete pass. Looking for Russell. And brings Williams in at defensive end, I do believe. Ben Williams out of Ole Miss. Now a 2nd and 10 from the 2. Danger here for the Giants, but not anymore as Russell makes the catch. 19-yard gain. Move it out to the 21 for a 1st and 10. 7:46 to go till halftime. This time it's Snell. Snell's close to a first with 9 yards. Talley knocks him out of bounds. And it's now 2nd and 1 from the 30. They give it to Barber. Barber's got a 1st down and more. 5-yard gain. 1st and 10 now at the 35. Caught by Russell. I don't know how he made that catch, but he did. Tackled by Jones. Pickup of 18. Russell now on the day. 3 catches for 53 yards. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 47 of Buffalo. And that's a throw underneath the Barber. Pickup of 9. 2nd and 1. Giants piling up the yardage. Here's Snell, but he doesn't get much there. Maybe I jinxed New York there. No gain. Bruce Smith on the tackle. And it's 3rd and 1. Crowd will exhort the Buffalo defense. Just short of the goal line is Barber on a counter. And it's 4th and inches. What does New York does here? Well, it looks like Bill Parcells is keeping his offense on the field. They will try to get the 1st down yardage. They only need a little bit. 4th and inches. They give to Barber. Barber's got the 1st down and much more. 17 yards. Matt Sotes on the stop. And we're now down to 2:46 left till halftime. 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 20 as they enter the red zone. 3-yard gain.
Holding offense.
But that's going to come back.
16, 10-yard penalty.
Jack Russell It's called for holding. 1st and 20 at the 30. Manning a draw to Barber, and that blows up in their faces. No gain. Cornelius Bennett on the tackle. 2nd and 20 from the 30. If can they get this play off before the 2-minute warning? They can. That's a throw and a catch to Sauer for just 3 yards. Now we go to the 2-minute warning. Still a 7-7 game. 3rd down and 17. Critical play here for New York at the 27 of Buffalo. In field goal range, they don't get it. And they look for Beckham, and he wasn't there. Nugent comes on to try a 44-yard field goal. It would give New York the lead if he hits. And he hits. And it's now 10-7 New York. McGee back deep for the Bills. And that kick is well into the end zone. And that's going to be a touchback. Bring it out to the 20. Kelly was a bit of a master of the no-huddle offense here, so we'll put that to use. We'll go read, medium fly for starters. Kelly runs, picks up 7. Each team has all their timeouts left. And the Bills will go no huddle. They'll hurry up, and they'll go to Molds on a short slant. Not there. Incomplete. 3rd and 3. How about OJ out of the backfield on a screen on 3rd down? That's good. And that's 6 yards. And the Bills will use a timeout, stop the clock with $1:14 to go. They'll go back to the K-gun, 3 wide receiver formation that they would use back in the 90s, and they will medium fly it out to Andre Reed again. Incomplete. Oh, just missed that one. Haynes deflected it. We'll go Baldwin short out. And that's not there. Buffalo throwing into that 15-25 mile an hour wind, so maybe they are having difficulty with that. How about Stevie Johnson on a medium fly? Incomplete. Johnson wanted interference, but that's 3 straight passes that go wanting, and Buffalo will have to punt, and the Giants will have plenty of time left to mount a drive here if they choose. Tunnel takes it for 3 yards from the 24 to the 27. Schobel back into the game for Buffalo with 55 seconds left to the third quarter. To the start of the third quarter, the end of the first half. 10-7 New York. Ball to 27. Manning will throw. He's looking for Russell, and it's good for 11 yards. And New York's going to bang a timeout there. They have 2 left. 48 seconds left. Ball to 38. Snell up the middle, 2 yards. And they'll burn another timeout here, I would think, and they do. 2nd and 8 from the 40. Manning. He finds Powell for 21 yards, and he gets out of bounds. Ball now moves to the 39 of Buffalo, so they still have time to score with 33 ticks on the clock. Manning to Beckham. Beckham now, they're well in field goal range. Pickup of 20 for Beckham, and Manning is red hot, 13 for 17, 169 yards. They'll rush the field goal team on and try a field goal right now. And Buffalo's just going to say, go for it. This is Nugent from 37 yards out, and it's good. "18 seconds left to go. 13-7 Giants. McGee back deep, and he will return it. Giants get the ball to start the second half.
Receiving team.
And Bird with the penalty, and Jim Kelly's just going to say, screw it, we'll just take a knee. And that'll be the end of the first half. Your score, New York 13, Giants 7, New York 13, not Giants 7, New York 13, Bills 7. 13-7 your score. Giants leading the Bills. Christie back deep for the New York team. They are in white, Buffalo in the blue squares. And Christie brings it back 23 yards to the 28. McKelvin on the stop for Buffalo. Manning has had a good first half, 13 for 17, 169, as we were saying before the half ended. The Giants with 239 total offense, Bills with 132, each team with one penalty. Both teams running the ball about as well as the other. The Giants 14 for 70, the Bills 18 for 81. And it's first and 10 Giants at their own 28 to start the game. Start the second half, I'm sorry. Incomplete. Bennett might have had an interception, but it went right through his hands as if this was a pass into the flat for not Rondé Barber, but Tiki Barber. Second and 10, ball to 28. Manning in the pocket. Looks for Snell, and Snell bobbles it. Third and 10 at the 28. New York has a wind advantage of 15 to 25 miles an hour here. And then Buffalo will get it back for the fourth quarter. That could be pivotal if the game is still close. A throw completed to Sauer, and that's good for 19 yards. We'll take a look at Sauer real fast. Actually, we cannot, because Sauer is out of the game. First and 10, ball at the 47 now for the Giants. Manning rolls, fires, and he goes to the opposite side of the field for Beckham, and it's good for 7 yards. Clements on the tackle. Second and 3 at the Bills' 46-yard line. Give to Barber. Barber's got the first down at 5, gain of 5. Bruce Smith makes the stop at the 41. So the Giants dinking and dunking all over the place, and it's working out for them. They lead 13-7, first and 10 at the 41. Snell, 1-yard gain. Sestek on the stop for the Bills. Now a second and 9. A screen pass to Snell, and it was a nice one, 14 yards. Talley brought him down at the 26. Manning now 16 for 22 for 209. First and 10 at the 26. They looked for Odell Beckham, and that was not completed. Clemens deflected it. A second and 10, same spot, 26-yard line. Screen to Barber, and Barber's got a first, but
Holding offense. Number
gonna come
60,
back.
10-yard penalty.
Younts, who also does a little punting, gets called for holding. Second and 20 at the 36. Incompleted pass. Manning was looking for Rondé Barber there. And now it's third and 20 for the 36. And the Giants at least get into field goal range. And that is a touchdown. Powell on a medium slant finds an opening and finds the end zone. So the Giants, with the extra point, now have 20 unanswered. They lead now the Bills 20-7. McGee back deep for the Bills. And he will return it. Brad Van Pelt on the tackle. At the 29, a return of 24. So the Bills got to get something going here. We'll go O.J. Simpson trap left. They've been having success running away from the tight end side of the field, but not that time as Harry Carson brought him down for no gain. Bills will go into their 3-wide formation, and they will look for, let's see, who would be number 2 target? Andre Reed. Incompleted pass. Kelly really having problems throwing it into the wind. He is now 5 out of 13. Dumped it off to O.J. Simpson, but not even Simpson could get a hand on that one. And it's now third and 10. We'll go medium fly right back to Andre Reed. And that's not caught.
Holding offense. Number 64,
would have been holding anyway.
10-yard penalty.
And it's 4th and 10. The Bills will punt. Tunnell back deep for this Mormon punt. And it's caught at about the 28, and he gains 6 yards. So the Bills having all kinds of trouble offensively. It's 1st and 10 now for the Giants at their own 32. They lead 20-7 and will probably be looking for more here. Why wouldn't they? That's the Odell Beckham, and Beckham Jr. with 14 more yards to add to his totals. That's now 5 catches for 65 yards. Clements made the stop for the Bills. It's now 1st and 10 at the 46. They give to Snell, and Snell's got himself no gain. Symes brought him down, or Sames, for the stop, and it's now 2nd and 10 at the 46. Intercepted! That pass was intercepted by Talley. Darryl Talley has his first interception of the year, and the Bills get a break that they so badly needed. They've had success running the ball, so we will just go back to that, sweep it right with OJ. OJ pushed to the outside, no gain. He could not turn the corner, and Lewis knocked him out of bounds at the 49. We'll go to Kablitsky on a sweep to the right. This time he gets a... No, he did not get a gain. He did not. I thought he maybe got a couple of yards. Lewis pushed him out. So the Bills having all kinds of trouble with this vaunted New York defense. We'll go Eric Mold's medium fly on 3rd down. That is incomplete. So if it wasn't for bad luck, the Bills wouldn't have any luck at all. They will sideline punt it. Try to keep it away from Tennell, but Tennell gets to it and returns it 3 yards. 20-7, the Giants with a 13-point lead with 6:23 left in the third. On this breezy day in Buffalo, 1st and 10 at the 18. And that's Barber, and Barber picks up 6. Matsos on the tackle. 2nd and 4 to 24. Pitch to Barber, and Barber gains 1, if that. And that's Matsos again making the tackle. He's had a good day today. It's now 3rd and 3 at the 25. Penalty down before the play.
Encroachment, defense. Number 94, 5-yard penalty.
Schobel called for encroachment, and that gives New York a 1st down automatically. They needed 3, and the penalty was 5. 1st and 10 at the 30. Give to Snell. Snell picks up a couple. Make that 3 yards as Bruce Smith brings him down. And it's now 2nd and 7 ball at the 33. Beckham could not hold on as Clements nailed him. And it's now 3rd and 7 at the 33. See what Manning can do here. It was a draw. It was an off tackle left play, actually. Barber picks up 2, and that gives him a season high now of 71 yards, but it's way short of the 1st down. It's 4th down now. Giants, with the wind at their back, will punt. And that is Younts making the punt. And the Bills are going to fair catch it and not risk a turnover here. And it's fair caught at the 13 by Bird. 3:34 left in the 3rd quarter. We'll go right back to OJ, sweep right. And OJ really having trouble getting going now. Gastineau brought him down behind the line for a 2-yard loss, and it's 2nd and 12. Kelly might want to think about throwing it here. We will go Johnson, medium out. Forced fumble.
Offsides, defense. Number 73, 5-yard penalty.
Jumped on it for Buffalo, but it will come back as Joe Klecko of that New York Sack Exchange team back in the 80s. It's called for offsides against the defense, and that will move it back 5 the other way and make it 2nd and 7. I think Kelly is still going to throw the ball here and go short hitch to Al Baldwin, number 19. Instead, they dump it. OJ wiggles his way to a 1st down. A pickup of 8. He was running around like he was chasing for a Hertz rental car. And it's now First and 10 at the 24. Trap right, OJ. As they try to work the fact that New York only has a 3-4 defense and they can try to expose more holes in that down lineman set. 3 down linemen as opposed to 4, and that was a gain of 5. Sam Huff made the tackle, and it's now 2nd and 5. We'll go to Kablitsky on the dive. Nothing there. Just try to keep it simple. And Huff was there to make the tackle. A 3rd and 6 now at the 28. We'll go Molds, short hitch. Try to pick up the first that way. Incomplete. And Kelly not having a good day at all. He's 6 for 17 for 59 yards. Hopefully when they get the ball back next, the wind advantage will help them a little bit. If not, it might be time to put in some reserves. Mormon back deep for Buffalo. Not back deep. Only was back deep to punt. And Tunnell returns at 6 from the 23 to the 29. Last play of the third quarter possibly here. It's 20-7, New York leading. First and 10, but a marker down. Hold on.
False start. Offense. Number 79. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That is Powell, who gets called for a false start, and it's first and 15 at the 24. Looking to the flat for Barber, incomplete, and that'll make it 2nd and 15. And Powell catches it, 6-yard gain, and that'll be it for the third quarter. Your score, New York 20, Buffalo 7. We start the fourth quarter. Big Paulie coming to you, Ralph Wilson Stadium, Buffalo, New York. New York really doing a good job outgaining Buffalo 353 to 142, very similar to what Los Angeles did to Philadelphia in their game that we did a couple of days ago. 3rd and 9, ball at the 30. And the pass is caught by Powell for 10 yards and a first down. Bird on the stop for Buffalo. Now we'll move it to the 40, 1st and 10. Setting something up for Barber here, and that's a 9-yard catch. Bennett on the stop, Cornelius Bennett. Barber now 3 catches, 22 yards to go with his 13 rushes for 71. 2nd and 1 from the 49. And Manning will call a timeout. Maybe they had a big play on with only 1 yard to get and 2 plays to get it. 2nd and 1 from the 49 after the timeout. Snell, 6 yards. And it's now 1st and 10 at the Bills' 45. Time not a friend of the Bills here. And it's Snell, 4 more yards. He has 8 rushes on the day for 16, 3 catches for 38 yards. 2nd and 6 at the 41. Snell picks up 4. Schobel makes the stop. A 3rd and 2 at the 37 now for New York. He throws a hard one to Sauer, and that's incomplete. That pass had a little zing on it. Giants staying on the field. They are not going to kick. 4th and 2 at the 37. They'll try for the first down yardage here. And Manning, incomplete.
Offsetting penalties. Repeat, 4th down.
Bills could not catch a break. Offsetting penalties means the play is repeated, and the Giants will go for it again. 4th and 2 at the 37. To Snell. And this time they do get the first down. 7 yards. Darryl Talley makes the stop for Buffalo, who had at one point during this game a 7-0 lead. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 30 with 11:05 to go. Manning looking for Beckham, but Symes deflected it, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 30. They give to Snell, and Snell's got some nice yards.
Holding, offense.
But that'll come back.
10-yard penalty.
Brown called for holding, and it'll be 2nd and 20 as opposed to it being 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 40. To Russell, and Russell picks up 8. 3rd and 12 at the 32. Looking for Sauer, not there. Odom's on the coverage, and this time they do bring the field goal team on. They're kicking into a stiff wind. Here's Nugent from 49 yards out, And that's going to be right on the money. Mike Nugent makes this a 23-7 game. He has had field goals from 45, 37, and 50 yards today. And the Bills need a lot of luck here with 9:16 to go. They got it against Philadelphia, but I have a feeling the Giants are a much better team than Philadelphia is. McGee back deep. Takes it at the 15. That was a short kick. And Carl Banks finally gets McGee at the 44 after a 29-yard return. I don't think there are any pretenses now. I think the Bills are going to be throwing, and throwing some more. Medium fly, Stevie Johnson. Kelly might be getting the hook here if they can't produce here. And that was a check down to Baldwin, incomplete. We'll go medium slant, Andre Reed. That is not there. Jim Kelly now 6 out of 19. We'll go Reed, medium out on 3rd and 10. Weinmeister gets in there to sack him. And Marv Levy studying his notes. It might be time to give Jim Kelly the hook. It's 4th and 20. The Bills will have to punt here. Mormon with a strong wind at his back. And that's a good punt of 55 yards. Tennell took it at the 11, ran it to the 16. And it's 1st and 10 Giants at their own 16 with 8:12 to go. Each team, actually the Bills have 3 timeouts left. The Giants with 2. 1st and 10 from the 16. Barber with an 8-yard gain. Snell was injured on the play, and he will be out a few plays, and that brings in Bob Kennedy. We'll look at Bob real fast. Out of Washington State, he also plays defensive back, and he was on the Giants in the late 40s, maybe the early 50s, who knows. 2nd and 2, ball to 24. Give his to Barber. Barber's got a first. Snell back in the game. 6-yard gain for Barber, who is now at 85 yards rushing. He's 15 short of 100. 1st and 10 at the 30. Give to Barber. Barber picks up another 8 yards. Clements on the stop. He's at 93. 2nd and 2 at the 38. 1-yard
encroachment
gain.
Defense number 94, 5-yard penalty.
But the encroachment will give the Giants a first down. Very impressive considering they have beat New England and Tennessee, and now looking like they're going to beat Buffalo, and they've done it all on the road without having to play a home game yet. 1st and 10 at the 43. Give us to Snell. Snell did not gain much, if any. Sestak makes the stop for Buffalo. It's now 2nd and 10. 6:16 to go. Barber straight up the middle for 12 yards, and that puts him over the century mark. And that's 105 for him today. Ball now crosses the 50 to the Buffalo 45. 1st and 10. Caught by Beckham. Beckham's going to go to the house. Touchdown. And that puts Eli Manning over 300 yards on the passing for today. 344. Point after is good. And like a championship team, New York just keeps piling on the points. After facing some adversity early, they trailed 7-0, and New York has gotten 30 in a row, and it's now 30-7. McGee back deep once again for the Bills, and he takes it at the 15. Short kickoff because of the wind. Brad Van Pelt, number 10, gets to him at the 43, and it's going to make a quarterback change now for Buffalo. We have Tyrod Taylor, we have Ryan Fitzpatrick, and we have, let's see here, thinking I am going to go to Joe Ferguson, although Fitzpatrick might be the better choice. We'll go Ryan Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick And we will show you here he's out of Harvard. And it's a 1st and 10 at the 43 for Buffalo. They will put Johnson in a medium fly. And it's incomplete, but a marker.
Pass interference, defense. Number 36, automatic, 1st down.
So let's see if Fitzpatrick can produce some Fitz magic here for Buffalo, the journeyman quarterback. Medium fly, Stevie Johnson on 1st and 10 from the Giant 48. A fumble, and that's going back the other way for a touchdown. Huff pitched it to Aaron Glenn, and Glenn went back all the way. And the onslaught continues here at Buffalo. Here's the point after, and that's a touchdown. 37-7, a 50-yard fumble recovery by Huff, who gave it to Aaron Glenn. Just like that, goes from bad to worse for Buffalo. McGee back deep again, and this time it's taken by an up back, and he will return it to the 35. That was Merton. And very little the Bills can do here. Screen to Furman Thomas, who has entered the game in favor of OJ. And Huff was all over him, incomplete. We'll bring Evans in for a medium slant. That's caught. 24 yards. And it's now 1st and 10 at the Giants 41. Baldwin on a medium fly with 3:37 to go. Instead, it was a long pass to O.J. Simpson, but that was incomplete. How about a screen to O.J. on 2nd and 10 at the 41? That's incomplete again. Shotgun formation. Reed, medium fly. As they look for something, anything here. Thomas, incomplete. And they might as well just go for it here. A long pass to Eric Moulds. With 2:33 to go. They screen it, dump it in the flat to Thomas, and that was a mistake as LT gets to him at the 36. Only a 5-yard gain, and the Giants get it back. 2:27 left, 37-7 Giants. Here's the 1st and 10 play from the 36. Gain of 2 for Barber. He's now at 107. And the Bills are not going to call any timeouts here. They kind of sense it's over. They give to Barber again. No gain. Bills will not call a timeout. Spec Sanders has entered the game at quarterback as the Giants bring in their reserves. We'll acknowledge them here. Frank Gifford has entered in one of the running back spots, and Ward Cuff is the other running back. Jack Russell moves to wideout. Richard Castor to another wideout spot. And a whole bunch of substitutes enter the game. 3rd and 8. And they give it to Gifford. And he gets blasted by Matsos for no gain. Bills will call a timeout with 1:09 to go. They will get it back on a punt. And it's fair caught at the 20 by Bird. Whole bunch of substitutes entered the game for Buffalo. Kablitsky moves to tailback. Merton is entered the game at running back, number 81, who also can be a receiver. Moses and Bass, Warwick, Hanson, Lahar, Bemiller, Levitra, and Armstrong. And we'll go to Bass on a medium out with 63 seconds on the clock. Definitely mop-up time. Catch by Bass. Good for 13. Stepped out of bounds. We'll go to Haven Moses. On a long hitch. We'll go on to play for the Denver Broncos. And that's caught. 39 yards. So a little Fitz magic working here for Buffalo, but it will come way too late. They'll go to Bass again on a long fly. And that's a touchdown, Glenn Bass. Buffalo will kick the extra point. They were down 30, so they need a sequence of 7-7-8-8 to tie the game. No sense going for two that early, and it's 37-14. Onside kick time for Buffalo. And that's recovered by Snee. Eli Manning has re-entered the game, but I think they're just going to take a knee here. They do. And it's all academic at this point. Buffalo will concede it. And that's your game, your final. New York 37, Buffalo 14. Buffalo getting a late touchdown, but otherwise this game was a blowout once New York got going. Eli Manning, 24 for 37, 344 yards. Odell Beckham had a great game, 110 yards catching, 6 catches. And Tiki Barber, 19 for 107 rushing, and he caught another 3 passes for 22 yards. The standouts for Buffalo: Bass, 2 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown. He caught the last touchdown. Fitzpatrick came in and was pretty good at cleanup, 5 out of 9, 109 yards, 135. O.J. Simpson, 16 carries for 71 yards. And that'll do it. New York goes to 3-0 in the young HTFL season. Buffalo falls to 1-2. There'll be a half game behind New England for the moment. That's our very next game coming to you tomorrow. New England travels to Philadelphia. After that, Dallas travels to Washington to take down the Redskins in a lower East battle. And then Tennessee, Carolina. Our Monday night game, not Buffalo. Here I go with the Buffaloes again. I don't know why Buffalo's on my brain. But Baltimore travels to Pittsburgh in the Monday night game, but that's a couple weeks down the road. Again, your final score: New York pounding the Buffalo Bills, 37-14. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. Hope to catch you again real soon. Bye bye for now, everybody.